YouTubers! Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel, bringing you a very special, very important, very informative video. Please share this. I need to get this message out. It's kind of important. And language has been being played with us. Language is being used against us. Language is being used to warp us. Language originally language is to communicate and give direction. If I say tomorrow I'm going to be going somewhere, that means I'm giving a direction of where I'm going to be going tomorrow, or I'm going to give a direction of what is happening. I have spoken. So anyways, take a look at this, please. Canadians may face travel restrictions for years if COVID vaccine is not available for everyone. Now, take a good look at this language here. I'm no English major. I speak Spanish and Portuguese better than I do English. Believe me, I do. So let's look at this. Let's break down this language, okay? Canadians may face travel restrictions when the mainstream media news, okay, this is the fake news, this is the government bailed out media, says this, that means we will face travel restrictions. Okay? Sorry about that. And then it says, it goes on to say, for years. So that means that means indefinite. For years means indefinite. If COVID serum not available for everyone. Now take a look at this English here. Not available for everyone. So someone learning English would read that for the first, like trying to learn and decipher the language and what it's trying to tell us. Someone would see that and say, oh, okay, in my opinion, everyone's lining up for this. Everybody wants to get this. And it looks like there might not be enough batches for everyone. Okay, so you see how the English is broken down? You see how it's kind of telling you that if you interpret it. So let's look at it again. Travel restrictions, that means indefinitely you can't travel anymore. For years, that means years could be interpreted as, oh, it's been years since I've been there. What's years? Well, 10, 13. So the language they use, if COVID serum not available for everybody. So they're already anticipating a shortage. Is this purposely so that the people that are lining up to take this won't be able to take it? Or is this that if everyone doesn't take this in the country and everyone's listed on a list and every single human being and every animal and every pet and every raw meat in the grocery store does not take this injection, cannot leave the country? So I kind of wanted to throw this out there because this is a major deal. This is not a joke. And they're using language against us. They're paraphrasing, rephrasing. Heck, the Bible's easier to decipher. You read a few chapters in the Bible, you can kind of see through the lines, see the symbolicness of it. They're kind of doing it in a way to mislead us. And then you have people here discussing it. You could go ahead and take a look at the article yourself. And yeah, so now let's go into what we've been discussing on the channel from 4 years ago, maybe 5 now. It's because we're in 2020. From 2015, 2016. I don't know if the videos are still up. Did you guys remember, and I've said this many times on Trends in the Housing Market, where Europeans are leaving in mass numbers? In huge numbers. Like Greeks. Portuguese were deported. Like 41,000 families were deported in 2006 and 2007 and 8 from Canada. They were picked up at schools. They were picked up at work sites. They were just put on a plane and kicked out. They shut down malls, kicked them all out. But other European nations like the Italians, the Greeks, okay, even the Irish for Pete's sake, the Spanish, okay, they've been even the Polish too have been getting on planes and going back before this whole thing. And I've spoken to quite a few people that have left to Europe basically during this thing, or when flights were slightly lifted or people were starting to travel again. A lot of people were buying one-way tickets. Now, some people emailed me and told me, Mike, I wasn't able to buy a one-way ticket um, to Spain or Portugal when leaving Canada, even though I'm a Portuguese Canadian citizen. I'm a dual citizen. So I couldn't buy a one-way ticket to Portugal. I had to buy a two-way ticket to Portugal, even though I was moving there permanently. So one guy emailed me, this is like 8 months ago. He was disallowed 6 months ago, like after the restrictions started to alleviate. He was disallowed for buying a one-way ticket. He had to return to Canada. So he's like, now he's in Portugal still. He's a citizen. He's there with his family. He moved his entire family, right? I've had people from Spain tell me they moved back and they picked up a house with the money they made in Canada for selling their home. And I think that none of this was being reported on, right? So I had a ticket analyst or some ticket guy who was working at one of the major airports, and his job was to kind of like create graphs for the governments and kind of show who's buying one-way tickets to where, who's not returning to Canada, who's doing this, who's doing that, who's coming in, and basically the amount of people, again, of European descendants that came to Canada to build this country are basically leaving in droves. Now, that's what he told me from his research on the ground, what he's been actually like one-way tickets, and then all one-way tickets to Europe. You know what I'm saying? So people have been going back to Europe in heavy droves. I think they're doing this purposely so people cannot be scouted or headhunted by American companies in Canada, because Canada's having a massive brain drain. Okay, we've been talking about this for 5 years. Mass exodus, Canadian brain drain, everyone moving stateside for affordability levels. Now, I think they're going to entrap us in our own country, and I think that's what's going to happen. I don't want this to happen because I just built a home in the Philippines. I want to go with my wife. I want to go to Portugal. I want to travel with my kids. The best education you give your children is world travel. Take them around, show them everything, and show them what the world's really about. But anyways, guys, look at the language they're using here. Decipher it. It's all decipherable. Like, everything needs to be taken. You have to symbolically read Canadian news now to understand what these people are trying to convey to us. Look at this. Look what this says here. 9 out of 10 of people in poor countries will miss out on the serum. So a sense of normalcy is on the horizon of the vaccination rollout in Canada. So there it is right there. The serum rollout. The serum is out. It's unleashed in Canada. But what are they trying to tell us with these phrases? What's the in-depth story? What is the truth, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Guys, set your reminders tonight, because we set this up a few weeks ago. COVID passport travel boarding pass is going to start soon. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Set your reminders for this, guys, please. And we will see you tonight live on Mike in the Night. And don't forget to call in.